Hey, good morning there, Facebook world. I'm out here in my garage, and I put the camera just at the perfect location where you can't actually see how messy my garage is. The phone is sitting there on the workbench, and I have it angled to the one part of the garage that is somewhat clean. But the reason I am out here is I wanted to talk to you just for a second about tools. You know, I got a bunch of tools here in front of me on my workbench, and a lot of these tools have a real specific purpose. Like I have these pliers right here. These pliers are designed to remove Cir-clips. They really can't do anything else. That's what they're made to do. I bought them for that purpose, and I've only been able to use them for that purpose. I haven't found any other thing I can do with them. And a lot of tools are like that. They're specialty tools. This is designed to disconnect a fuel line on a Ford. What else do I got here in front of me? This right here. This is designed to adjust the axles on a Dodge truck that I used to have. But then at the other hand, you have tools that are a little bit more broad in their application. I have a socket wrench here. This socket wrench, I can attach all sorts of different attachments to it. An Allen head, a Torx head, a socket, an extension. And I can do a lot with this socket wrench. And some tools, their intended purpose isn't always known, and people try to force them into a different purpose, like this screwdriver here. I've broken a lot of screwdrivers in my day. And usually when I break a screwdriver, it's not because I'm using it to unscrew a screw. It's because I'm using it in a way that it wasn't designed. I've broken a screwdriver before because I was trying to use it as a chisel. It's not a chisel. It's a screwdriver. I've broken a screwdriver before because I tried to use it as a punch. I've broken a screwdriver because one time I needed to hold a pulley in place on a car and unbolt the fan, and I decided, well, hey, I'll just jam a screwdriver in there and that'll hold it. Well, apparently the wrench is a lot stronger than the screwdriver, and I've broken screwdrivers. Our lives are the same way. God has designed us for a specific purpose, and when we do things that aren't within that purpose, a lot of times our lives, feel like they're going to break. Our lives feel like they're falling apart, or they just don't feel fulfilled. Let me prove it to you. Over in Ephesians chapter 2, in verse 10, there's a verse that I really like, and we're actually using it at our Bible camp here in a few weeks. But Ephesians chapter 2, in verse 10 says, "For we are His workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand so that we would walk in them." God designed us to work and to live for Him. But a lot of times we step outside of that intended purpose, and we live real selfish lives or self-absorbed lives, and then we wonder, why does it feel like my life is falling apart? Why does it feel like my life is breaking or just, doesn't feel fulfilled? It's because we're not doing what God designed us to do. He designed us to be a light unto the world. He designed us to make a difference. He designed us to help others. He designed us to serve Him. When we step outside of that purpose, we run the risk of breaking, just like trying to use, let's say, a screwdriver like a chisel or a punch. It just is not designed to do that. Keep that in mind this week. Hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for tuning in.